Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 15th to the 21st of July 2019. So we're doing the weekly check-in. We're looking at your current self for the week, Taurus, and theme of the week, which we'll be using the Taurus 15Th. My favourite deck at the moment. We're also using for the second part, which is the key goal, obstacles to overcome, and any major accomplishments this week that you might be achieving, Taurus. We are using the Mystic Mondays Tarot. And for what you need to avoid, so this is a relatively new deck, beautiful as well. But this is about 3 months old though, when I got this. Neo Tarot, amazing. What to avoid for the week, what you need to embrace, and where you could find support if you need it. Spiritual advice and encouragement, we use the Answer is Simple Oracle cards. And after the reading, we have our 15 card quick reading, looking at 5 cards for other general energies coming in, 5 cards for your love life, and 5 cards for career stroke finance. Okay, hope that all makes sense. Makes sense. We're going to be speeding up the video now on the actual laying of the spread. Alright, so Taurus, you are showing as being the... Oh, that showed up for Capricorn, I think. How interesting is that? I mean, you know, the Nine of Cups is a beautiful card, and you can see on this depiction of the Nine of Cups, Taurus, that this guy is... he's just sitting in a lap of luxury. He's eating, he's drinking. He's got a servant bringing out more food. There's over... And you know what's come to mind? Some of you guys might be overly indulging as well. Thinking about it. You may be overly indulging. Because the Nine of Cups, when I look at this card, it is about overindulgence. So some of you guys might be overly indulging this week. It depends on what the theme of the week is. Right, the Page of Wands is the theme of the week. I do feel that this week, guys, you are overly indulging. It's funny, for Capricorn, I didn't quite explain it that way, the reading. But this is overly indulgence. I mean, just look at him. He's greedy guts. He's got, you know, wine, loads of food, fruit. There's a dog that he's throwing some scraps to. You know, you are overly indulgent. The theme of the week, it could be a new relationship. Page of Wands shows up on this particular version of the Page of Wands. There's a gift, there's a delivery. Page of Wands can be good news. So the theme of the week might be something to do with good news. It might be something to do with some information or communication that you're receiving this week. But it's good news. So maybe this is celebration. Maybe this is about a wish being fulfilled. Though the card for me looks like overindulging. It might be that you've had some good news, so some of you guys are splashing out a little bit with that Nine of Cups energy showing it. Just, to me, this looks like a gift that you're receiving. He's got a gift behind his back, this Page of Wands. I see you guys, Taurus, is overindulging. I mean, your sign does represent wealth and prosperity and valuing things, but there's an overindulgence element to you guys this week. It looks to me the theme of the week is about some good news that you're receiving, the Page of Wands energy. What is the key goal that you have for the week? Is that meant to be reversed? You know, yeah, it is. Four of Swords reversed. I think that your plan this week is to be really busy and to be really proactive, because the Four of Swords in the upright is just to chill out, take it easy, lie back and relax. In the reverse, this is restlessness, and this is to get up and make things happen. Because when it's in the upright, the sword is not being used. So there's no action being taken with a Four of Swords. And if you've got a key goal for a Four of Swords in the upright, it's just to take a little bit of a break, take some time out. It's not to be proactive or take action in any direction. It's just to kind of laze by the pool, go on holiday, maybe go to some spiritual retreat, get some downtime. But in the reverse, you've no time for that. It's all systems go. So your goal this week is to be as proactive and as busy and to make things happen as much as possible. I mean, theme for the week might be also a new creative adventure. A new, you know, Page of Wands can be about going back to college or learning something new. You know, a new kind of journey, a new adventure, possibly, you know, learning from the bottom upwards, that type of thing. What is it, the obstacle that you need to avoid? Okay, some of you guys have the obstacle of the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about tradition, rules, regulations, organisations, and the obstacle you might need to overcome is, even though you're all systems go, your goal is to be as busy and be as proactive and to take lots of action in an area here. I feel that your obstacle is that it might be that there are the powers that be. So there are people who are in a more powerful position. It might be that this is an organisation with the Hierophant energy. It stands in your way because it might be that there's red tape and there's rules and there's regulations that you have to adhere to showing up here. What is the thing that you're accomplishing? The Knight of Wands in the reverse is what your accomplishment is. I think that you're going to be bypassing whatever this is anyway, because the Knight of Wands in the reverse can mean a couple of things. Number one, Knight of Wands in the reverse can mean to slow down, because he becomes a little bit of a scaredy cat. But that's not an accomplishment. He can, though, in the reverse, be somebody who just goes against all of the rules, and he says, right, that's it, I'm just going to go for it anyway, regardless of there being all of these kind of this red tape and all of these rules and regulations and things that I've got to go by before I can get what I want. You guys, Taurus, will be with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Fuck that, I'm just going to bypass this. I'm just going to get... I mean, you are Taurus. You're a bull in a china shop, basically, and you're ruled by the bull. So, very similar to a Knight of Wands reverse if you read him in the way of, you know, being really... And, you know, the funny thing is that we've got one card here that indicates an organisation. People who have control over others is the Hierophant. People who impart their own traditions and their own ways of doing it, and you've got to adhere to it with the Hierophant. But at either side, we're seeing Four of Swords reverse, restlessness, the need to act, you know, the need to take action, no time to rest, and the Knight of Wands on the other side. So this is aspected, I feel, by this card here, which then says with this Knight of Wands, this is about you guys just saying, fuck it, I'm not going to let this stand in my way. And the accomplishment with you guys is you're not letting whatever this Hierophant is stand in your way of achieving your goal, which is quite nice. What is it you need to avoid? Yeah, Eight of Swords. Allowing your fears to hold you back. Because that's the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is your fear and your worries and your frustrations and your anxieties. But a lot of it is just in the head. Okay, so you need to avoid allowing your fears to hold you back, because the good thing is that you guys are kind of like not doing that anyway, because you're doing this and this. You're being very proactive with the Four of Swords, no time to rest in your key goal for the week, and the Knight of Wands is your accomplishment. You just, despite the obstacle to overcome being an organisation and being people who are larger and bigger than you and people who have more clout, people who lay down the rules and regulations, whether this is a government agency or whether this is something to do with a religion or maybe this is something to do with family members or that type of thing, you're still going for your dreams with the Knight of Wands energy. So you're still kind of bypassing that Hierophant with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. What is it that you need to embrace? Oh my God, you've got the Hierophant in the reverse now. And then this. I like this reading very much, Taurus. And it's funny because actually, why didn't I think of that? The Hierophant is you. So this might not actually be an external group. This might be you. Because when you're a Taurus and the Hierophant card shows up for you, and it showed up twice, so this is definitely you. I think in this area here, actually, if this isn't an and it could be an organisation still, but I feel that Taurus, if it's not, then it's you, and it's your own. It's the way that you've been brought up. It's your tradition. It's your belief systems with the Hierophant, and the obstacle you need to overcome is that you might think to yourself, well, I've got to do this way and this way and this way. But if you notice either side of this card here, where this is definitely probably you for a lot of you Taurians, where you're saying, you know, well, this week, Nine of Cups energy. I think actually the Nine of Cups is, for me, it's the wish fulfillment card as well. So I don't even think that this is, and I think for some of you guys, Taurus, you're overindulging in an idea, in a wish. And also, some of you guys are feeling kind of a great deal of emotional abundance and satisfaction with that Nine of Cups energy showing there, Taurus, because the theme of the week is you've received some good news with the Page of Wands energy. And also for some of you guys, it's all about, because on this Page of Wands, this lady is opening the door to the page. So this is the delivery boy. So the theme of this week is that there is a gift, I think, for some of you Taurus people being delivered to you. But I think for some of you guys, I don't know whether it's a physical gift. It could be a physical gift, but it could also be a spiritual gift. And that spiritual gift could be an opportunity. It could also be the theme of the week is an announcement. There is news. You hear news of something here. Some positive news, some good news comes your way. And it might be that you're feeling with the Nine of Cups energy smug and like the cat that got the cream. And therefore your goal is kind of, because you've been kind of buoyed on by this energy showing here, Taurus, you're kind of like, right, your goal is all system go, no time to relax, got to get this thing on the move. I've been given this real kind of amazing opportunity and I feel really enthusiastic and buoyed up and, excited and all the rest of it with the Four of Swords energy. There's no way that I'm going to just sit back and ignore this opportunity. I'm not going to let it pass me by. And there you go with the key goal. It's to get proactive. It's to start getting moving with that Four of Swords energy. Your goal is not to rest, not to just sit on your laurels. Your goal is to take part in the game and to just be active in kind of joining in the dance of whatever this opportunity is. But the problem is that it might be, I feel the obstacle you need to overcome, Taurus, is yourself with the Hierophant, because you might be, with this Hierophant, you might have been brought up to believe a certain thing that you can't achieve something here. Because Hierophants impart language and they impart ideals down to the other generation. And it might be that you have been brought up believing that if you get an opportunity such as this, then maybe you should just let it unfold naturally and not take any particular type of action maybe in that Four of Swords energy. But what you're accomplishing is you're overriding that belief system that you have, because I think that you need to overcome, the obstacle is your own belief system with the Hierophant energy, because this is you. And if you're a Taurus and you show as being the Hierophant, then you are quite stubborn and you have a very strong belief system, and it's something that you find very difficult to break away from. But what I liked about this is that not only is the accomplishment that you're overriding what you initially believed, I think in a way what your capabilities are. I think that this Hierophant is a belief system. The obstacle is that you believe something about what your capabilities are in connection with putting the work in, Four of Swords in the reverse, to whatever this opportunity is that's being presented to you. Because you've got this dream, you've got this wish showing up here. You're feeling really kind of smug and contented, new opportunity coming in here. And you're saying, right, I've got to be proactive now and get the ball rolling in this situation. But your obstacle that you need to overcome is yourself with the Hierophant, because there is somewhere inside of you, I think, Taurus, there's a belief system that says, probably it could be with the Hierophant, I can't do it. I don't know whether I'm capable of doing this. But what you're accomplishing is with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, because it's aspected by this lovely Four of Swords in the reverse, you're kind of saying, fuck that, and you override that. And what you need to embrace is the Hierophant in the reverse, that your beliefs can change and that you can do things outside of what it is that you have learned, because the Hierophant reverse means to do things in a non-traditional way. And because the Hierophant, I feel, is you here, if it's not an organisation, then it's you, because you're Taurus and that's your card. So this is where you guys have some belief system saying, I don't know whether I'm capable of doing this thing here. Every now and again you'll be like, oh fuck, I don't know whether I can do this or not. But the universe is saying, well, you need to embrace that you are different, Hierophant reversed. You need to embrace that you don't need to abide with that Hierophant reverse by the laws and the rules and regulations that you grew up with the belief systems that you have formed. You don't need to abide by that. That's what you need to embrace. Because if you abide by that, this is where the Eight of Swords comes in. It's going to restrict you from moving forward and being proactive and taking those opportunities. Where can you find support if you need it? From the Seven of Coins. somebody who's made progress probably in this area, somebody who's worked hard, you know, because the Seven of Coins is all about progress, and somebody who plants these seeds and waits diligently for them to grow, somebody who is patient, somebody who is hardworking. So if you need support, then you need to go to someone who has probably been down the same road as you. Somebody who has seen progress from the seeds. I mean, it's funny because with the Seven of Coins, you never, can you see here? We don't know with this. Sometimes the Seven of Coins says that you are seeing rewards for all your efforts. On this particular deck, look, it looks to me like his seeds are bearing fruit. So to me, this says you need to get support from someone who has put hard work in themselves and they've seen the benefits of their actions. Seven of Coins energy. They've seen the fruits of their labour. Talk to someone who's a success story in the situation. And what is the spiritual advice for the week? Say thank you. Spiritual advice is to say thank you. And I'm just going to kind of read on that card quickly, Taurus, and see what that's trying to say to you. I know what say thank you is, obviously, but have you observed just how many people are collaborating for your success at this time? Suspend your fears long enough to notice. Look up and see those who work tirelessly on your behalf. Recognize their quiet love and service that you so depend on to keep you safe, secure and grounded. Especially acknowledge those who attract no special attention to themselves, content to simply be of help. It may be a partner or significant other, parent or sibling whom you count on, a mentor or a teacher who believes in you, the boss who pushes you to be more creative or effective, or an employee who's in time, day in and day out. Your help may come from your children who make you laugh or ask you to be strong for them, a neighbour who brightens your day with a smile and a wave, or a friend who spends hours on the phone listening to you complain and sort out your life. These quiet support people are your bedrocks. Yet your ego has been too preoccupied with its own concerns for you to say thank you to all who serve to make your life better. Smile and acknowledge the gifts that they bring you. Maybe this is the gift that someone's bringing you. And, you know, that's interesting actually as well. I mean, I certainly hope that you don't take anything for granted here, Taurus, as well, because the Nine of Cups reminds me about complacency. So every time I see that card, it just looks like someone's kind of thinking, yep, got it in the bag, you know. So just make sure it's not that. But I don't think it's that, judging by the way that the other cards look. All right, let's get on with your 15-card reading, guys. Right, so this week, strength. The other energy is coming in as strength. So strength is all about overcoming an internal struggle. I think that you guys are overcoming an internal struggle. Strength can also represent a Leo individual and being strong-armed. Okay. You know, you've got the Nine of Swords showing here. So I feel that some of you guys have been in anxiety. Some of you guys have been worrying, Taurus. But I feel that you're going to be... because this is an internal thing. Nine of Swords is often the card that represents an internal worry and internal fear. But I feel that you guys have the strength to overcome your fears. So I'm seeing this week, guys, you guys having the strength with the Strength card to overcome your fears and your anxieties with the Nine of Swords energy. Right, some of you guys looking for new opportunities this week with the Fool, looking to take a risk and a leap of faith. Okay, Fool has got its back turned to the Five of Cups. So I see you guys leaving behind and letting go of pain and sadness and upset with that Five of Cups energy. And you're overcoming the anxiety that this Five of Cups, I think, has caused. What's the last card showing here? Page of Wands, which is really nice. Some of you guys, it might be that you are feeling sad. It could be the loss of a relationship concerning an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This would have been a young man, potentially. I mean, it's a Prince of Wands, which is showing a woman. But usually it's a Page of Wands and that's a man. So male or female. Young Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So some of you guys missing, it could be. a young Aries, Sagittarius, Leo individual. But I feel with the full facing outwards, you guys are deciding that you're just going to let go of this. You're ignoring it, and you're overcoming, with the Strength card, some inner turmoil that you had. Possibly you lost a friend, or you lost a relationship, that type of thing. I feel that you're going to be focusing on new horizons and new beginnings as well, showing up here. Also, what I'm seeing here is inner turmoil, Nine of Swords energy, and sadness with the Five of Cups. But I feel that you have the strength to overcome that. You guys looking at new opportunities, new horizons, going out there with the Page of Wands energy and exploring new ventures, getting out with friends, drinking, eating, going to the cinema. So I feel that you guys are very much focusing, if it resonates with you, on distractions this week from something that you've had a disappointment about, or maybe this is a relationship lost. What is the love area showing up as? Right, you have a Magician showing here. Taurus. I hope I didn't call you Libra. Sometimes I think about another sign. Taurus, you got a Magician showing up here. The Magician can be a Gemini or a Virgo, but Magicians are also people who present things. They can be people, it's Mercury, gift of the gab. Communication of all types. Manifestation is also the Magician in love. Attraction, instant attraction, Magician. This is good. It's aspected very well by the Sun. So I feel there's going to be an instant attraction coming in for some of you guys with the Magician energy. Could be with a Leo individual showing up here, or a younger male potentially with the Sun energy showing up here. Okay, Knight of Swords as well. I'm seeing here an instant attraction. It could be a couple of people, I think, here. Knight of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, and a Leo individual potentially. I feel also possibly an instant attraction to a very confident, very ambitious, very assertive individual potentially with that Sun and Knight of Swords energy showing here. 10 of Coins. Could be within work that this happens with the 10 of Coins energy showing up here. Oh wow, the King of Coins. So this is nice. What I'm seeing here is an instant attraction for some of you guys with the Magician energy showing up here. I think this is to a very confident and ambitious individual. I think it might be a Taurus, and actually that's you, isn't it? That's you. Taurus is King of Coins. But it could be maybe this person who's confident and ambitious. Could be a business person, King of Coins energies. Not necessarily has to be you. So it might be that there's an instant attraction to a very confident, ambitious, determined, motivated business person, King of Coins. Might be somebody that you work with in the workplace. 10 of Coins is the workplace as well. So this might be somebody you work with. This might be somebody that you meet at work. Showing up here as well. Could also be an instant attraction to a very good looking, with the Sun energy, very confident, younger male or female with this Knight of Swords energy. But some of you guys possibly thinking about building a life with somebody who's older. King of Coins. I don't think this is you. I think this is someone older. So even though I feel for some of you Taurians that you may have an instant attraction, and some of you guys are talking and communicating Magician energy with a good-looking, very virile, confident, younger male, female Knight of Swords. Could be an air sign, doesn't have to be. I do feel that you are looking mainly to build a relationship or to have something long-term with an older, more mature individual. Somebody who's already, you know, secured themselves in terms of their job, their career. You're looking for basically a more mature and financially settled individual. I think you're getting chatted up by someone, and I think you're flirting with someone in these areas, 1, 2, 3. But I feel that to all intents and purposes, Taurus, you're looking for commitment and to build a family with somebody who is financially secure and possibly older this week. For your career, so we've got the Three of Wands. You've got your back turned to something here. You're looking ahead with the Three of Wands energy. Okay. There's two travel cards here, Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands. So I'm seeing some of you guys basically thinking about a move, and it could also be a move abroad in terms of work. So you might be thinking about working in another country, because you've got the long distance travel card of the Knight of Wands, which is movement, and the Three of Wands can be working abroad, because this is the card of emigration. So some of you guys might be thinking about working abroad, or you might be ready to work abroad, or you might actually be ready to kind of move and work abroad this week or going forward. Six of Coins, receiving. Seeing receiving of money here, a check, money owed. Six of Coins energy. Close. Some of you guys receiving, it could be a partnership, maybe with the Lovers energy showing here. These lovers are close, so I never see them as choice. I just see them as close. Receiving money, close to the Nine of Wands energy. You're very close to completing a stage. Nine of Wands energy is completing a stage within your work. So if you think about the Nine of Wands as being the bodyguard of the tarot, he has to stand by his post. But if you look at him as well, he seems to be launching something new as well. Can you see they look like missiles? So some of you guys very close to completing a stage within your work, very close to launching something new within your work. Also sending out resumes. They're the Nine of Wands, but he's got one wand here, and this is the Eight of Wands. And they're about being proactive and launching your, launching your resume and stuff. I feel that some of you guys are, and I feel that this Six of Coins energy here is actually saying that you're having to vie for attention amongst everybody else. So it's almost like that this is the reason why you're very close to sending your resume out, to launching a new path, new career, new job. I think this is mainly job, to be perfectly honest with you, Taurus. We'll go through this reading here again. I feel for work. It's not finance, it's work. You guys have been looking to work abroad. Change is the Knight of Wands, but also mainly movement. And the Three of Wands is about being abroad. Also, this is all about contacting other people as well. So you're reaching out with the Three of Wands. So you guys this week, very focused on movement, moving jobs, changing jobs. Could be abroad, but also it's all about kind of broadening your horizons. So some of you guys are very focused on a move, broadening your horizons with the Three of Wands energy showing here. Possibly could be something abroad here. I get the impression that you guys are vying for, it's either that you are the hands and you are looking for a promotion with this card, but other people are looking for a promotion too. So it's almost like you're not the center of attention here, and you find it difficult to get the attention that you need within your work, or you're being kind of really being put on with. People are making a lot of demands on you in terms of work. And therefore I think that because of that energy, you're seeking a move, possibly abroad, or just seeking a move, broadening your horizons, and you're very close with that Lover's energy to sending out your resume, to sending out your CV, and to getting in contact with lots of different employers and people like that. Let's have a look at your spiritual advice for the week, guys. Universe Spirit, what is the spiritual advice that you have for Taurus this week? What is the spiritual advice that you have for Taurus this week? There you go, saying it. You've got big, happy changes on the horizons. Can you tell us anything about those big, happy changes? Can you tell us anything about those big, happy changes at all? Yeah, it's saying within the next few weeks. So what it's saying to you is within the next few weeks, you're going to have some big, happy changes, Taurus, coming in. Okay? That's what you've got coming in. I'll put it right up here. I'd like this as a thumbnail, actually. Within the next few weeks, guys, you've got some very big, happy changes coming in. Okay? Nice. Alright, that is your reading, Taurus. I'd like to say thanks ever so much, my darlings, for joining me. I love you guys dearly. Wonderful sign to read for. And yeah, see you guys next week. Love you, my darlings. Bye, babies. Bye.